Welcome to Friday Night Greg. With Greg Stone, your host.
All right, we're going live. We're live.
We're live with Greg Stone. And don't forget.
Yeah, start the show. We're live. Do the song.
Friday night, Greg Stone. We are live. I don't know. This is what we're doing.
It started. The show started. You need to do the song and introduce us.
That was it. I just introduced.
He did it like 3 times.
Oh, all right. Do it one more time. We'll hard take now.
You know what you need? I know the problem. With the little technical. Here we go. Friday Night Greg. Coming at you with Greg Stone, your host. Special guest, Anthony DeVito.
Well, no, I'm the sidekick. I'm not the special guest.
He's the sidekick.
That's all right, man.
That's good. This is good. We started
We
it.
rehearsed all day long, and now you're changing everything on me.
That's our man Dan Shackey, our band leader. We're gonna say goodbye to him for now, and we'll bring him back when we need a song.
Yeah, sounds great.
Oh, Anthony, huh? Thanks for coming to the first show of Friday Night Greg, which
I wouldn't miss it for the end of the world.
Well, you're in luck because it seems to be out there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What's going on in those streets, man? What's happening?
Coronavirus is everywhere. It's everywhere, and it's all the all the rage. It's all the rage.
Yeah. All the rage. Interesting choice of words.
Yeah, people going crazy. You didn't before we get into it, I thought we had a memo, but this is a smoking show.
Yeah, smokers only, huh?
Smokers only, man.
So that's why, from what I understand,
one up or get out.
That's why the network has us on at 11.
Yeah, man, it's too crude for this. They said a lot. They did. They said, "Hey, man, you can't do a smokers only show in the middle of coronavirus. It's a lung disease."
Yeah.
And I said, "This is when we, you can pull my fake cigarette from my dead hands."
And they might.
I don't know.
All right, man. Well, it's not all Corona news out there. You read about this, Greg? That ex-Houston Astros catcher Evan Gattis said, "Yeah, we obviously cheated baseball."
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed that because I was so enthralled with my great cigarette.
Did you start smoking cigarettes?
For the show. It's a smoker's show.
Oh, man. You also have... I'm sorry, man. I mean, I know this is a show and everything, but you have asthma.
Very bad asthma.
Yeah. Please don't do that.
Oh, hey, it's not, you know what I mean?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like a cigarette. It's like a...
Yeah, I got it, man.
It's a juice.
I got it.
You know what I mean?
I got it, man.
You know what I mean? If you're cool...
I know what you mean.
If you're cool...
Oh, yeah.
Are you
real
cool?
I'm
Be
super cool, man.
Be cool.
I'm the coolest, man. I got you.
You're a TV star now, man. You're on TV.
Yeah. You're right about that. I gotta adjust to the new TV lifestyle, right?
Yeah, man. It's Friday Night Greg. I'm gonna put this out. It's Friday Night Greg, man. We're fucking insta famous. Anyway, what's going on in the news, Anthony? Hit me with the hot topics.
Man, well, not a lot. Not a lot of non-coronavirus. Sorry.
What?
I got to move studios.
Great. That's a good thing to prepare for.
My girlfriend's got to go to bed, so I got to move studio. We got to go to Studio B, man.
All right, that's fair, man.
You can see the note cards on the wall. It's all storyboarded. So this show is firing on all cylinders. I think I might have intense diarrhea. Oh, it's pitch black now, man.
Hey, look, we got people commenting. We could talk to them for a second.
All right.
Mr. Hack Comic, hello all. Siren, my favorite boys, good to see you. Mr. Hack, yep. Oh my God, is Greg really smoking? Hey man, it's live TV. You gotta take it as you take it. So we're gonna do the from the floor angle, Anthony.
We don't have our first guest better come on soon because I'm gonna shit my pants on.
Well, you're in
Friday.
charge of that.
It's about to be Friday night diarrhea.
You know how to introduce them? Also,
what?
this is
Yeah.
going to get progressively crazier because I'm going to be very high.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
man,
get-
it's your show. You finally got your own show on your own YouTube channel. Finally.
Worked very hard to get this. They don't
So,
give everyone YouTube.
Man, what do you have planned?
Well, we got a bunch of hot questions. We got a bunch of hot topics. We got a bunch of hot guests that are going to be coming and going. If we got your email, we're going to invite you on the show. We got our first guy up. Do you want to get, or do you want to talk a little bit? Are you going to shit your pants? What's happening?
I'm gonna shit my pants.
You couldn't have shit before, man. You knew this was coming at 11.
Yeah. Well,
All right, go. Let's see if we can get somebody in here.
Well, I already invited a guest in. Let me text him.
Did you tell them that you invited them?
Let me confirm.
You don't do enough of this on real talk shows, like get the guests as they come, whoever they are.
No, it's a great idea. Book them as the show goes on.
That's fine, man.
It's a great system.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being like a network, whatever, they give you a show and you go, yeah. One thing though, we want to book live.
Yeah, man.
And they're like, do you know how much money we put into this? Cameras, crew, this, that. Yeah. That's all well and good. But we're booking live.
Also, the host is going to start smoking.
Yeah.
He doesn't smoke. Not good.
Man, what the fuck?
We got to bring Shacky back. What are you doing?
I'm trying.
All right. So for the first episode, we're learning on the fly. Sure, you came up with this idea, I don't know, an hour ago. We got to get someone who can be inviting guests who isn't the co-host or the sidekick. You know what I mean?
No, I see that. I see that we're running into a major problem right away. Absolutely.
So what about Julia? Oh, well, she's going to bed. So I'll ask you this.
Bed, man.
I want to talk about a lot of people on the boards, on the message boards are lighting up. They're saying,
yeah, what are they saying out there, man?
What's the studio about? Well, these are my Friday night shirts. This is Friday night. This is Greg, Friday Night Greg, right? It's a party show, right? That's why I'm smoking a cigarette. That's why I took up smoking for this, okay? This is what Friday night's about. This is your Friday night shirts. I got a leather jacket. I got a Hawaiian shirt. I got my casual beach shirt, okay? This is what Friday night's about. It's about having a good time, and that's what we're about here on Friday Night Greg. Good times only.
Yeah, man. So give me the rundown of where you might go in each one of those shirts.
Oh, sure. Let me just take another pull from this great cigarette. Man, smoking. It's pretty good.
Where is it?
Smoking in Corona, man. You're just talking to the devil, You talk to the devil and you say, your move, devil. I'll be dead in a week. This is going to be the video they pull back. Famous YouTube TV star dead after promoting smoking.
Yeah.
This is exactly how I die. You know what? You die for the pleasures. You know what I mean? Now,
sure, yeah.
Where are we?
Where are we? What, on time? We're about.
Where are we, man?
We're 8 minutes in. Yeah, come on, man. This is like a really Rudy Gobert moment. You gotta not do stuff like this. All right, you gotta get Shaq in the room. I have to go.
All right, all right. So Anthony's got to take a shit, as most sidekicks do. Maybe we'll invite old B-Man in here. I have to do, of course, the host has to do his own tech stuff because his co-host is a flaming piece of garbage. Somebody call. So post your emails and we'll get you on the show. It's not hard to get booked on here. Now let's get some questions out. Let's get some. Who would win in a fight? A lot of people always ask me, Greg. Not even who would win in a fight. In the great seafood wars, who wins? Shrimp or lobster? Right now, with lobster, you're getting a higher quality. You're getting a higher quality. Man, I'm high already. Fuck. This show, look, we're going to have to make some tweaks, right? Don't get so high. Get a co-host who didn't drink too much milk because he's lactose intolerant. Invite the guests mid. Who knows? Yeah, someone DM Shacky. Let's get Shacky going. So shrimps versus lobster. Shrimps, you get more. right? You get a lot of shrimps, cold shrimps, shrimp cocktail sauce, right? You love shrimp cocktail sauce. I love it. But lobster is a higher quality. It's so delicious. You put a little butter. So I would say lobsters win. Lobsters win in the lobster seafood battle. Battle. In the seafood battle. Although fried shrimp is good, but for some reason, when I eat fried shrimp, I itch like crazy. I don't know why flavors can make you itch, and my eyes get swollen like I've been in a boxing fight. And I always tell my wife, I say, the flavors are no good here. The flavors are no good. They're making my eyes go crazy, man. They're going crazy. Now, Anthony asked a good question before he left to take a shit. God knows how long he's going to be gone for. But now I'm on a TV show by myself, just making words out of the air. Hopefully, I have something to talk about. This is a shirt if you're looking to get laid. What I like to do is wear this with no pants, right? No pants at all, and then just walk into a room and say, "Party on top, double party on the bottom. What do you think?" If you're in a room full of 1,000, someone's going to say yay. This is a leather jacket number. I like to wear this to my PETA meetings. I go to a PETA meeting, and I'm not talking for the animals. I'm talking Greek pitas because I love a fucking gyro. I'll get myself into a gyro party with this leather jacket every time. Greeks love it. And then that's just my casual. I'll go to weddings in that shirt because people know I'm a party boy. Now, let's get back into the action, into the how do you cure coronavirus? One way to cure coronavirus is, I think I've mentioned this before if you know me, smother yourself in the blood of an old person who has been virused up, right? If they've got it and they died from it, hopefully they donated their body to science, right? Take their blood covered on you. Then when corona comes in, it's going to see that and go, that guy's already got too much corona. Let's move along to the next person. That'll happen. So that's one way. And that's not to defeat corona. That's just so corona doesn't get you. You cover yourself in the corona blood. What I was thinking about, right? Let's try to get this out. Shaki doesn't know how to get back in. Oh, I got to invite him. Let me invite Shaki back in. Oh, that's a great idea to bring Shaki back in. Send him an email. Sorry, guys. Some of this show I'll have to be talking to myself. We're really doing it. We're really cooking it on the fly here. Someone tell Shaki he's been invited back onto the show. Corona Passover. Yes, that's a great idea. It's called the Corona Passover. That's how he passes you over. Lobsters are murdering shrimp. They've got no strength. Exactly, Mike Castiglione from the internet. You're gonna lobster versus shrimp. A lobster's got them two claws. He's gonna but shrimp's got numbers, right? 1,000 might roll up on you and just start fucking pounding you in the face, right? But a lobster, he's still got that big ass claw. And I don't know if you know this, there's a theory that lobsters might be immortal. I don't know much more than that. I heard it on Joe Rogan, as we all did. We're all big Rogos over here, right? Joey Rogo. That's what I call him. Shaki should be coming back. Hey Siri. I think Siri's my new guest host. Tell Shaki, come back on the show. Email sent. Oh, I know who to get as a guest. Patch me and dog, you're sinking. Damn, Shaki, you didn't need to say it like that. I've also got this one. I got to invite somebody else real quick, guys. We're just hanging. We're gonna get to the juice. I've got a lot of things planned. My co-host left to take a shit. It's not like it's insulting. It's really infuriating, is what it is. You know, the guy tells you we're gonna go live, and then he shits. He just goes to take a shit. Okay. Oh, I don't want to read that out. Like, okay. I type with one finger, which I find to be freeing. Hang on. This is going to be big. Although Shaki didn't need to insult me. What? I don't know how to do this. This is no good. Here we go. So anyway, I'm at the Shacky, I sent you an email. Get back in here. I don't know how to do this. So I'm just going to read out the code. You know what? You want to burn the show? Let's burn the show. I'll read out the code. You want to join in on Zoom? You just type in the Zoom code, and that's how we're going to do it, right? This is a great idea. Anyone who's watching. We have over 100,000 viewers right now, at least. So if you want to jump in, the code, the Zoom meeting ID is 420-081-616. Get ahead, get in here. We'll talk to whoever, and then we'll all have to deal with Anthony. But you know, we're gonna try to do one at a time. So if a bunch of you just sign on, I'm gonna if I can fix it. Shacky, you should have a new email sent. Anthony's a piece of shit. I wrote down some questions. What are your biggest fears? Right? I had a feeling I was gonna have to come up with some content out of nowhere without Anthony. One of my biggest fears is my fingers turning into snakes. I had a dream one time that I looked at my fingers and it was 8 wild snakes, and each of them insulted me, right? It didn't bite you as they normally would. 4 different snakes with 4 different personalities. One guy was sassy. He was like, y'all think that shirt work for you? Nah. And I was like, this snake is a motherfucker. One guy was classic dick, where he was like, yo, man, I'm going to fuck you up. And I was like, that's like offensive, man. We don't work together. You're on my hand, you know? One guy was a Filipino, and he hated me too. He was like, Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get it out of here. Get it out of here. This is probably going to get us kicked off of YouTube. They don't like Filipino insults. That's big. Well, I'm getting a lot of texts here, a lot of problems here, but it's hard to read the text and also be live at the same time. Anthony, how do you leave the show when it starts? This is crazy. Furious. Anyway, I sent Shacky a new invite. There's really nothing I could do. Hopefully those people can all get in touch with each other. I love everyone here. I love that everyone who's watching is also helping fix it. Of course, it starts with 420, baby. Hey, Billy Bats. Does anybody have anything you'd like me to cover? I can't do this tonight, but please do this again soon. About to eat late dinner. That's so nice that someone would just say, hey, I can't do this right now. We're going to leave it up. Mr. Hack Comic, great. Itchy food equals food allergies. He could be saying that, or those smiley faces is like some kind of emoji, like it's, like a cyclops with 2 eyes. So he's saying itchy, 2 eyes, food allergies, right? Like you're itchy, I'm seeing food allergies. They're not here, but I can see them with my 2 eyes. They're like this. So that's probably what that means, because I don't think I have any food allergies because I don't have any allergens. I never had any allergies. I do have an allergy to cats. That's true. That's real. Not a lot of times on this show do I like to get real. Right now I'm gonna get real, okay? Some people wait. Hey guys, this is Greg, and I'm about to get real. Allergies are no joke. Cat allergies are also no joke, because it's the only allergy that can follow you around. All right? You got an allergy to a chicken pot pie, that thing's just gonna stay on the table. You got an allergy to cats, that thing could crawl in your house, show up, and its essence will kill you. You think that's peanuts are dangerous? A Snickers bar isn't gonna bite you, okay? Cat allergies, the most underrated allergies, okay? They don't necessarily die. You just get a little itchy, a little nasally and runny. But no joke, because a cat will cut you in the face. I'm gonna try to invite Shacky again. Manage participants. I hate my friends. That's why everybody know that. Let's get him. Maybe. I think he did this on purpose. I think this was a plan from the start. So anyway, back to the comments here. Let's talk to some people here. Let's talk to the real people, Here we go. Yeah, crustacean allergy. I hear Anthony. Of course you do. Mice have the worst form of cat allergies. Hell yeah, Mr. Hack, you are right. Mice do have the worst form of cat allergies, because cats are always trying to kill them, not even from their skin, just for anger and hate. Now, there's the door. This guy's done. He's going to come back here, just stroll in like nothing happened. Yeah, man, I was drowning. You left me to drown. He can't hear me as I have his headphones in. You left me to drown, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry. That was intense to say the least.
What did you eat?
What?
Yeah, put your hat back on that you told me before the show is your show hat. That's what you did. I put up a whole studio with shirts, you put on a hat, and didn't shit before at a 10:45.
Who were you yelling to?
You to come back. Come back, man. I ran out of co-hosts. I ran out of cigarettes. Jackie couldn't come back on. I reinvited him. And then I got people sending me tech support on how to fix this, but I can't do tech support and host a live show. We're in the apocalypse, man.
It's nuts.
Also, I gave the code out to whoever wanted to join. I just gave out the code for the Zoom because I was drowning.
We're gonna get Zoom bombed.
I can kick people out.
Yeah, we could use the numbers, to be honest with you. All right, hang on. I got one coming. I got an invite coming your way.
You got an invite? Well, how about maybe you don't have to do it right this second.
Man, I'd say, man, Friday Night Greg is live, man.
Dude, it's so live. It's so live. This isn't the Rad Dude Cast.
Live as it gets.
As live as it gets, man. It couldn't be any more now if it was tomorrow, because then it'd be the future, and that's not now. You know what now is?
What's up?
It's not even then. When I talked about it's not now. Now. It's always coming. It's relentless.
Yeah, you always think you can catch it, on the end. You think you can catch it on the end, but it keeps. Yep.
You can't catch now. Even by the time you say now, it's already passed. Now is impossible.
Yeah, it is. All right, I got word from Shacky.
What?
No.
What?
Greg removed me as a host, so I can't rejoin. Password doesn't work either.
Funny thing to say. If he thinks he was ever the host, he was never the host. I've always been the host. This is Greg, Friday Night Greg. This isn't Sunday Night Shacky. This isn't Asshole Weekend. This is Friday night. Man. This is Greg's Friday Night Live.
Friday Night Greg.
Friday Night Greg, man.
This is a show. This one kind of reminds me of do you remember when they used to have they probably still have it, but New York One would have porno, but its own version of porno.
No, so explain about how New York One used to have its own porno.
Well, it was it was like Rhonda Up All Night.
Oh, yes.
But then Rhonda went to USA. She went nationwide. But for a while, it was just her in Long Island talking to whatever horny iron worker was up at midnight in Bay Ridge.
Great. That's a great show. That's a great show.
The production of Friday Night Greg reminds me of local porno television, is what I'm saying.
That's what this should be. If I could fuck somebody on this show for 20 viewers, I would do it.
20 viewers?
Well, we are at 18 now. I think I just lost one for even mentioning that.
Yeah, they didn't know if they had to fuck you at 20. They were like, just to be safe, I'll get out of here. So wait, you can see the viewers?
Because I got this crazy computer set up.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. A MacBook Pro, and I got a monitor. I got live cooking at me, Zoom, looking in my eyes. And on top, I got YouTube open with all types of comments cooking. But there's nothing I can do about those comments because I was alone live for 20 minutes. For the first 20 minutes of the show, you were in the bathroom and you left me to die.
Man, and the premiere episode,
you could have taken the phone on the toilet. That'd have been something. At least have someone to talk to.
No, there's no way. I couldn't have let anybody see what was going on. That was too horrific.
What are you looking at? You have nothing to look at. You're in a kitchen.
I thought Julia called my name. Man, these emails, I don't understand.
What do you mean?
We gotta figure this out.
We could just for next time. How about now you just pay attention?
I'm done.
And talk. Yeah, you are.
Hold on, I'm going through how to do this. All right, I got a guy.
Who do you got? A guy?
I got a guy. Man.
We gotta get.
I got a guy coming in. I got a guy coming in, man. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a big fucking kick for the show.
Oh, good. Is he a big celeb? Is it? Because I did tweet at Obama. I tweeted at John Cena. I tweeted at Camerino, and I tweeted at Jim Twos.
Yeah,
None responded.
we can't even get Shaqy, and you want to get John
I
Cena.
thought maybe we could get Jim Twos.
We can't even get Jim. But maybe we could get The Rock.
Are you tweeting at him?
No, I've got a couple emails cooking. I've got some things are out right now, so we're just waiting to hear back. Why don't we do the sports segment?
Let's do sports. I love to do sports.
All right, great. So as you know, the NBA was canceled. They not canceled, but they suspended the season due to the coronavirus.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think two things: gross, and I think umbrellas. Right? It's gross that they canceled because they could have used umbrellas. You do like an umbrella that comes around you a little bit, right? So that no one could cough on you, and you dribble under the umbrella, and you get like some holes in the umbrella at the top, and you could just do one-handed shots. You're saying basketball.
Right. They should at least have tried that instead of just giving up. Yeah.
No touching rules. One-on-one. They couldn't do one-on-one games? You have to elect your number one player on the team?
I always like that idea.
Well, that's the thing, right? These are crazy times. You go back to regular basketball next year, right?
You go back, regular basketball for a regular time.
Yes. But for crazy times, crazy basketball. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
We're going to do, everyone gets a big hat, and that's the hoop. To score, you've got to shoot it in my man's big hat. Maybe that's too far. Maybe that's more like a double dare challenge.
Here's the thing, man. You gotta throw a lot of ideas at these people so that they can pick one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then they'll go, all right, I wasn't that into the big hat idea, so maybe we'll go with the umbrella idea then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, why not? Or
you kind of wear
baseball.
them down.
You have to do a 7-foot bat for baseball so you can see how far everyone is away from you, and you could swing from the stands. You know, like who's up, like that, and then you just hit it anywhere.
Yeah. Oh man, you might change two sports. Baseball's not even asking for any changes, but you're doing that. That's a free one you gave them.
Yeah, we got to change every sport because they're playing again.
What do you think about, because they're going to cancel the Olympics in the summer?
Different Olympics. One-man Olympics. That game with the ball and the hoop, and you do this. You know, you do Olympics.
Yeah.
Look, we're not canceling this year's. We're just doing different sports. We're doing single version. You know, shoot a guy from 100 yards. Is that a sport?
I don't think it's ever been a sport. Shoot a guy from 100 yards.
Yeah, we give the guns to women.
You're encouraging.
Yeah, we give the guns to, like, you know, there's like a lot of women nowadays who are like really into feminism. You know, It's like, I hate men. Well, now's your chance. Shoot one from 100 yards. That's the game.
Okay. Man, wow, what a fresh take on the Olympics that you have. And I love too, if the Olympic Committee thought they were dealing with a scandal in steroids, boy, are they gonna have a lot on their hands when we start encouraging women to shoot men 100 yards away in the name of feminism. They're really gonna run into some legal jams.
Yo, what about?
Wow, I'm loving these ideas though, man. These are great.
What about beach ball blow up? Right?
Okay.
10 guys, 10 feet away, and they just blow up beach balls as fast as they can. Whoever blows up quickest get a gold fucking medal. Now you, the guy who can blow up a beach ball quick, get to say you're the same as Michael Phelps.
Oh, right.
Because we'll both have gold medals.
We'll both have gold medals. Just don't ask me what mine's about. Yeah, no, I get it. That's all right, man. That's pretty good too.
This Friday Night Greg, man, I don't think people thought it would take off like this.
Well, we had some problem getting off the runway, but now we're at cruising altitude.
Yeah,
man.
the way up, the pilot was like, "We are hitting turbulence immediately." But if I can get us there, we're gonna cruise nicely for the remainder of the flight.
All right, so absolutely, man. Chacky can't rejoin because he was removed by the host. So I think once you're out, you're out. Or maybe you can try to re-add him.
That's a thing for next week.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not going to look up a K-based article. Some kind of.
This is, I mean, you know, this is
like figure this out. Yeah, man, I'm click on a bunch of links mid-show. I've never seen Conan doing that. Letterman was never like, hang on, I got to Google how to work one of these cameras. You know? Never happened.
And maybe it would have been a better show if they did. I think it humbles the host. 'Cause I think that's the problem. Because people see you and they go, man, that's a regular guy. He doesn't know how any of the shit works in his house. He's got 3 shirts, just like me.
But he had a co-host. What happened to him? No, he shit 3 minutes into it for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
for
just
the longest you've ever seen a person shit.
Just like my own friends, not dependable at all. I've never related to a famous person more than this guy, Greg from Friday Night Greg. Is what they'll say.
If anybody out there wants to be part of Friday Night Greg, behind the house, back of house stuff, like you could be the one sending emails. You could be, I don't know, whatever else shit we could use. Some kind of technical guy. You can get like some kind of thing there that says Friday Night Greg. You're part of it. Guess what? No one's making money, so you make the same amount of money as the host. We got a guest.
We have a guest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who is that?
What's going on, boys?
What's up, man?
Yeah, man.
Sorry, it's the end of this movie.
What movie?
I don't really understand.
Who's that? Borat?
Yeah, it's Borat 3.
Let's hope he would jump into the impression.
Oh,
hello, I'm Borat.
Yeah, we got Borat on the show, guys. I can't believe it. We scored a big one.
Hey, it's me, I'm Borat from Kazakhstan.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. We paid this guy good money.
Hey, now I'm in the light. Look at me. I was in the dark. Now I'm in the light. I'm Borat.
That's great, man. Maybe you want to pick a position.
Third base. Shortstop.
That's great.
Second base. Left field. Shortstop.
How big is your house, Borat?
My house not small. It's long hallway. Yes. No, all right. Here's my room. Yes. Blood on the wall.
Wow.
All right, Borat. We're gonna talk to you later, man.
Wait, that can't be it.
Yeah, man. It's a show, man. You're in and out.
Yeah, man. That was Borat, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man.
I know.
Great
How
stuff.
long did it take you to get a guest? Also, he wasn't from you.
No, he was. I emailed him.
You emailed Borat?
Yeah, I got him, man. 32 minutes in, we had our first guest.
Hell yeah, that was pretty good, man. We have
Pretty
Borat.
good.
That's a high end. That guy's a blockbuster movie star.
Absolutely. And I'll let you know, I'm out to a couple people right now.
I also want to say, if you are a host and you want to just be someone else, or maybe a more famous person, that also helps our show.
Read the chat. What's it? Shacky's saying something about the chat, man. I'll get in there. You keep going.
I'll
You're
read the
doing
chat.
great.
Okay. So what does that mean?
Everyone.
You'll get in there. And I just do what? Just talk to the screen? Sure.
Yeah, man.
I got a sixth sense about this kind of thing.
No,
You know?
no. Here, all right. So a lot of movies are coming out on home now.
Mhm.
You taking in any of these movies or what?
Home movies?
Yeah.
That's a great point. I'm gonna take a walk around the studio for this one.
Amy.
What?
Oh, nice.
What'd you say?
Camera B. Great stuff. Yeah. You got any
Oh, the
interest in
webcam,
seeing
Anthony.
Any of these?
Logitech 1080p.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, and these movies are coming to digital direct.
What's the Invisible Man, Sonic the Hedgehog? You got any interest in these?
Man, I'm trying to see Sonic the Hedgehog but I'm torn, right? Because at first I love Jim Carrey.
Sure.
I heard Jim Carrey is his best work in a long time, right? So that makes me want to see it. But I'm torn because I thought Sonic the Hedgehog originally looked way more sexy. And that makes me so they had a real sexy hedgehog. And I was like, I'm gonna see the sexy hedgehog show. I was so excited. And then some clearly people who don't like to get laid email and said, give me old school Sonic, not sexy ass Sonic. I wanted to watch the sexy Sonic movie. That guy had great buns. He was running real fast. His cheeks were supple as fuck. He had like some pink on his pinkish hue. Bro, he looked good. Yeah. If he were anybody else, I would say maybe you can pull it up on the screen, but I know who I got.
Yeah, we gotta get a guy. We gotta get a guy in here for the next episode, man. This is too much to handle. I'm barely holding up.
Well, other questions, man. Hey, we're almost at midnight. We only got 25 minutes left.
For sure. And then we got some commercials as well. What I was gonna say. So what about this other movie, The Invisible Man? You like that?
What about it? Do I like it?
Yeah.
This
you
is
like
what
it.
makes me. Again, I'm torn about Invisible Man. Right.
Okay.
One, I hate a remake.
Right.
You know, I've seen this Invisible Man. I've heard that story a billion times.
Right.
On the other hand, being invisible is one of the sexiest superpowers. Because what are you doing? You got to get fully naked, right?
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
Then what's the first thing you do? Peeping, right? 2020, we're not saying that what we're doing, but reality is we're peeping, right? You're gonna crawl, you're gonna climb around, you're gonna peep around, right?
That's funny. 2020 Invisible Man asked for consent.
Yeah.
Just like-
I'm
sorry. I think the wind just asked if he could finger me.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? So like it's definitely not the kind of sexy I want to be, but
Right.
it is a sexy superpower, and that makes me like it. Because maybe you're gonna see a boob in an Invincible Man movie.
Oh, for sure. I'd love if they made a movie called The Most Visible Man.
Oh, like a
Man.
YouTube star?
Yeah, just somebody with the most visibility.
Or do you mean height wise? Like Yao Ming?
Yeah, could go. I mean, I'd love to see Yao Ming in a Hollywood blockbuster, to be honest with you.
Yao Ming on stilts too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's the most visible, man. You can
That's
see
the
him
most
from
visible,
so
man.
far.
Absolutely.
You see that guy
Yeah.
with goggles on?
Oh,
You know,
who's that?
when you see Yao Ming with binoculars,
Uh-huh.
you're like, yo, this guy is a regular size man. And then it's like, nah, he's so far away. He's like this, but I don't think that made a lot of sense.
I kind of got it. I think the people at home they responded to that one. I'm getting a lot of things that lighting up in the comments section about that Yao Ming.
There's no way you know how to read the comment section.
It's just a problem. No, I don't even know if there is one. I was just saying things.
There is one. I could read one of these comments.
Oh, because you're on YouTube. I'm not on YouTube.
Well, I got so many computers going. You know, what other movies are coming out, Anthony?
You're like the guy in Sliver.
In many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. In many more ways than you think.
Well, you know what I think would be good for you, a good segment on the show right now to do while people are quarantined at home is a Greg Stone recommends for what's on TV right now.
Well, I'll tell you this. The first recommendation, and I hate to be this guy.
Sure.
Friday night, Greg. Friday night at 11.
All right, and you can't.
Anthony and I. We do a live show every Friday, starting today. We do an 11 o'clock show every night. We're going to be there. We're always going to be here, and we'll never die. Next week, the show will be canceled because we're both dead.
Jesus Christ, man, don't say that. I mean, literally went to the bathroom for upwards of 20 minutes during this show, and you smoked a cigarette and then inhaled from your asthma thingy. I mean, this is bad news. This is flying too close to the sun. I don't like any of it.
Well, you got to do what you got to do to keep the number one talked about show on TV.
We got to keep this thing on YouTube for sure. Is there anything on Netflix that you recommend for people, or any activities you recommend during the quarantine that people could do?
Well, I got one activity going right now. It's what the fuck. It's called Find What the Fuck That Noise Is in the Kitchen. All right. We got some ominous ass noise in our kitchen right now, and no one knows the sound. And it's not coming from a space. It's coming from everywhere. It feels like Jesus. It's all around you. You know, it's comforting. It's there for you. That's what is happening. I can't find where the sound is. So that's the game I'm playing. Winner gets to not put a bullet in their head.
So that's what you're recommending for people.
Yeah.
Find the noise in the kitchen and don't put a bullet in your head.
Those are my two number one draft picks in things to do for the quarantine. Find that noise in the kitchen. Don't put a bullet in your head. What else? Now, you seem like you're going to say something else.
Do you have any quarantine winners and losers?
Oh, yes. Man, I could tell a refurbished Anthony's Corner with the eyes on my eyes.
We never did it.
I don't care. I love it. I'm glad that you have to bring it.
Bring it into Friday Night Greg.
Winners and losers. Well, hate to say it off the top of my head, Bill Withers is a loser. He and Kenny Rogers, two wonderful. It's not funny. It's real. It is real.
Yeah.
We say things that are funny on this show, and we say things that are real. Now is a real one. That sucks. Let's take a moment to think about how much that sucks. It sucks. Now, that's some losers. Winners. Anyone watching Friday Night Greg? The winners show. Ask your friends, what did you do last night? And if they say, I don't know, went to bed, go, guess you're not a winner because the winners were watching Friday Night Greg, the leather jacket spectacle, the #1 show that features jackets and you can be a guest if you can figure that out.
We don't have the technology this week, but we'll figure it out next week.
I did scream out the ID number in the beginning of this thing. All of those people can join. Next week, I'm going to put the ID in
How are they not in
the
here? I don't
post.
understand. That's good. Yes,
What?
that's good. Put the ID number in the post.
and anyone could join.
Anyone can join.
One guy's job is just be clicking people off because we're just getting only 34 people watching. So
Yeah,
one of them.
I don't think I can do the job of sidekick and producer.
No, you
so
never should have been. No one is asking you to be.
I think for next week, we'll have a producer and then I'll write some prompts for you for the show. But once again, we did think up this concept about 45 minutes ago.
Here's how can we do the backstory on the show?
Yeah.
I'll tell a little bit and you stop me where I get it wrong.
No, this will be our first segment. Behind Friday Night Greg presents Behind Friday Night Greg.
Behind Greg.
Yeah, great.
Like you're behind me.
Yeah, man. For sure.
So this is how the ingenious of the show opens up. I get a phone call. I go, who is it? And it's Anthony. He goes, I got an idea. It's called Friday Night Greg. And I go, tell me more. And he goes, just go on YouTube Live. And that was the show, man. Friday Night Greg.
And I think it evolved in our minds to become a talk show of sorts, but we haven't really got that part down yet.
It's a talk show about being a party boy, right?
Yeah.
Friday night jackets, Friday night shirts.
Man. Yeah,
right?
Tell us about, All right, that leads us into a great topic of conversation. Now, what would a typical Friday night be for you if you weren't doing this and relegated to your situation right now?
Fucking, sucking, chucking, and chucking. Those are the 4 things I do every Friday. I fuck, I chuck, I grab something, I throw it across the street every Friday. My neighbor hates it. He's always like, dude. And I go, bro, it's Friday. It's Friday. I throw shit. All right.
And you would do it in that order?
Any order. Friday suck, chuck, or chuck suck, Friday suck. All the things. Fucking, sucking, chucking, and shucking. Those are the things you want to be doing. Fucking, sucking. And you know what I'd be sucking on.
Sure, yeah, man. Very open guy.
Bro,
yeah.
You know what I'd be sucking on.
Big old dongs.
I didn't even think about that, but that's a good one. I was thinking ladies. I was thinking men. I was thinking poles that are outside, deep in the disease of Corona. That's what I'll do for my audience.
Wow. No one's asking you to do that, by the way. But
thank you, by the way. I thank my fans for not asking me to do that.
No, that's what I'll do for my audience. And everyone's like, please don't. So what's the next morning look like after a big fuck, suck, shuck, and juck Friday night? Fuck,
suck, shuck, because you got to dance. Most of the dancing happens, I'll be honest, this is usually how it goes down. I masturbate, I run outside, I grab a rock, I throw it out the window. The guy goes, what are you doing? I dance. That's the shucking. And then the sucking, I usually get done during the day.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that sounds like a 12-hour day to me. Is there any hangover usually the next day, or are you right as rain kind of?
Well, there's a mental hangover from my neighbor. Again, still furious. Right. I threw a rock at his house.
Sure.
And I pretty.
Well, you just got to explain to him. Hey, man, I had to chuck.
I do. I say, dude, it's Friday night.
Yeah, you know the drill.
Fuck, suck, shuck, and suck.
I'll be honest, man. You're lucky I'm chucking and not sucking. So, but you count your blessings, huh?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. I could have came over there and sucked on your dick. And then people go, I mean, it'd be inappropriate.
I mean, you would get arrested.
I don't know if you get arrested. I don't think I would get close enough to the dick for it to be an actual attempted dick sucking. I'd walk in the house and go, I'm going to suck your dick. And the guy's going to go, get out. And I'm going to go, you're right. You're right.
Can't say I didn't try.
It's Friday night.
Now there's, because you have a lot of great fashion behind you. And unfortunately, you can't hit the streets like you like to wearing those kinds of things. So what do you suggest for people in terms of fashion inside their own home?
It's like a really thought out question, man.
I'm telling you, the show's picking up steam as it goes along. Yeah. We're finding it.
I suggest a few things. One, a tracksuit. I think for this time, this is a serious thing I'm saying right now, right? Like I said before, sometimes we're making jokes, and sometimes we're time now to be serious. You want to wear a tracksuit because it's so smooth, the corona will slide off you. Now that's not scientific. That's just me. That's just me saying shit, right? I don't know if Fauci's going to back that, but I feel that if someone coughs on you and you got a silk tracksuit on, that's just gonna slide. It's gonna slide right off you, right? And you wear a mummy mask.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Full around wraps.
Mm-hmm.
Because this way, if you fall, because you're so slippery and you hit yourself, you already got the wound covered.
Right. Well, I think it's a good twofold, man, because then the silkness allows you to be attractive enough in your own apartment, where if you are there with your partner, they'll want to make love to you. And the mummy mask protects you from germs. So I think that's very smart.
Germs, a double. I didn't even think about germs. I was just thinking about if you hit your head by accident, it's already wrapped in an ace bandage. But the germs makes so much more sense. That's why I have you on the show.
Thanks. Thank you, man. Thank you. Now there's been a lot of talk because people can't get around by way of the subway. There's been a talk that rollerblading might come back into fashion because of this. What do you think about that?
Let me
And
ask you
would you, if people did start getting a rollerblading now, would you scoff at these people or would you welcome them with open arms into the community?
First of all, I think you wrote this question for me.
Well, yeah, it's your show. Of course I did.
That makes a lot of sense. That's why you're why you're my A1 steak boy.
Thank you.
Number one.
Somehow that feels like a me too, but thank you.
You're my A1 number one guy, man. You're Ace. I'm gonna call you Ace Quigley for the rest of the show. You're Ace Quigley.
It's your show, bro. Do whatever you want.
Oh, rollerblading. I would be so happy if it came back because it's all I ever want to be doing. I should have one of those bumper stickers that says, "I wish I were blading," because I always wish I'm blading. Right? And then because of the increase in bladers, they're gonna start giving us our own lanes, right? Blader lane. Right? This is gonna be good for the community. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I want there to be more bladers because then the price of blades go down. I get 6 sets of blades. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right? Wheels, every store, bearings, the technology would just be there, right? So I would take them in with open arms because because I'm a guy who's been blading since day one, right? So when they come on, they're gonna want a leader. They're gonna be like, yo, I've been here. Right. They're gonna call me King Greg, King of Roller World. Greg, Roller King.
So that's good. So say I'm a new blader. What were the first kind of things like that you're gonna say to me?
Buy some Jenkos, get some knee pads. I'm gonna say it's not skiing, right? If everyone comes in new in the rollerblade community and they're like, I can do this, I can ski, and I go, it's not skiing.
I love that right away. You're gonna want to think it's skiing. It's not skiing.
It's not. It's a different sport. It's a different sport. It's much smaller. But you do, it is the kind of same inline type bullshit. I saw a comment that I had to read. It says, I can't even picture that. I don't know what they were talking about. But
that could be a number of things, but I'm glad for the feedback.
Bite Me Dork said, but have you ever rollerbladed down a slide? Yes. And I went 16 years into my future and saw a different man.
Who was that man?
He was me, but he was not what I thought.
How did he differ from you?
So I never told you about this conversation?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was at like 10 years old and I took my rollerblades. No, I was like 14 and I went down a slide and I went so fast that I went into the future. And I saw 16-year later Greg. And I was like, he was weird. He loved country music. And I asked him, I was like, how did you get into country music? And he was like, there's this thing that happens called coronavirus, right? And you listen to it, Kenny Rogers, because he died, and that led you to get into more country music. And you just did that for a thing, and now you love country music. And I was like, whoa, what was this coronavirus thing? And he told me about this day. That's why I was so prepared to go ready. That's why Friday night, Greg Live, Night Live, Greg Live on Friday, this show was so ready to go That's why we were ready for Corona. That's why we had the studio. That's why you're here, because I had prepared for this 16 years ago.
Yeah. He put up those 3 shirts 16 years ago. Absolutely. Yeah.
We've been preparing for this day.
So, obviously it's a Friday night. It's the end of the long work week. How was your week?
This week?
Yeah.
This week was great, man.
The highs and lows. Give me the highs and lows of this week. Yeah.
Let's be real. Listen, it's another Greg real talk. I had some lows this week. My wife became very afraid because I have asthma. She's afraid about the coronavirus for me, and I think taking up smoking is going to upset her. But it was, I have my ways.
I don't really know what that means. What's your answer to what are the lows of this week? You just said I have asthma, but I have my ways. I'm not really sure how to decode that.
I got an Italian uncle who got me my own ventilator.
You got a ventilator off the back of a truck?
I don't know what happened to it. Someone had it. I don't know where it came from, but my Uncle Vinny was like, "You're a funny guy." He got me my own. He goes, "I got you a ventilator. Don't worry about it." Turns out he's got a ton of these things. He's just holding on to them. Hey,
sure. That I could see Italian guys jumping right away. They're just because their brains are just geared to scam. So it's like they're like, how can I make this quarantine? How can my pockets get fatter from this quarantine? How can I make it work for me? Yeah. Absolutely.
Of course, it's happening.
100%. That's what's going on. It's the first thing they thought of. There
was that Hasidic Jewish guy, which that's not just me calling a guy about a race. I think it's a community or something. I don't want to get neither here nor there for that. But
you weren't. You really just said Hasidic Jews. That's all you said.
He had a full hospital's value of masks and shit. He was hoarding and selling to doctors on the black market for like $12,000. Wow. And the FBI raided his house. He coughed on the cop and said, "I have corona."
Jesus
Christ. Like, this is one of the lowest
that's
human
a real
beings.
Hail Mary, yeah. Also, man, boy, has the black market changed, It used to be you buy children there. Now it's surgical masks.
This is Blade Runner, the movie. Someone meeting in a back alley, they've got surgical masks. This is a Hollywood thriller. Sci-fi thriller.
This is a Hollywood thriller.
If you murdered someone today, your murder would just be a movie script. A murder during Corona, I don't care what the murder is, that's a movie.
Yeah.
Takes place in the coronavirus. Dude, 20 years from now, every kid is going to have a corona. It takes place in the coronavirus. It's like, already I'm over it.
Okay, now give me the high of this week. You gave me the low.
Mm-hmm.
And now what was the high of this week?
Knowing that I didn't give under the pressure of my co-host going to the bathroom 3 minutes into his idea, abandon ship. It's like if a rich person said, "Hey man, come get on my yacht." We get on the yacht, the thing starts to go out, and he just dives off and swims back to the dock. And I go, "This isn't even my boat."
Man, you would get off the boat if you had what was going on with me at the moment. And wow. Anyway, so what do the new week coming up? What do you got? What do you got in store for the week? Any predictions you want to make in terms of where things are going to go? Stuff like that. Yeah.
I think Cuomo's going to get a little taller. Have you been watching the New Jersey guy?
No, who's that?
Dude, he's like, because all these guys are trying to like step up to the plate and be like, I'm gonna be the one who talks my state.
Yeah.
Good. Some of them go way too hard. The New Jersey guy's going a little too hard. He's like, "You fucking people." It's like he's actually angry. He's like, What are you doing? And it's like, all right, man, take it back a little bit. You want to be strong, but like loving, Like Cuomo's like, "We're doing this, we're doing this. The guy in New Jersey is like, "I don't know what we're gonna do. I am so frustrated with this thing. Like, he's not scared. He's
Yeah.
frustrated with coronavirus.
He's like, I mean, I need this like a hole in the head.
Yeah. And he's got to keep the mob under control, you know?
Yeah.
All that New Jersey, all those scandalous humans.
Oh, absolutely, man. They're not looking to stay safe. They're looking, how do we make money off this thing?
Hey, this
What
is our
is
last.
this?
Sorry, continue. I got excited about something.
What? No, it's fine, man. Your
We
show.
have 5 minutes left.
I know. Yeah. Big finish.
So thanks again for having me, for doing this. This is how he says, this is what he says to me. This is some real talk. He goes, yeah, I'll give you an hour of my time at 11 o'clock. I didn't ask him for it. But he offered it to me and said I'd been begging for 3 hours. And he said, I'll give you 1 hour at 11 and you do whatever you want. And it's funny because it's kind of like, well, that's the best thing I ever wanted. That's a birthday present. I'm going to give you an hour where I just ask you questions to get you to talk. It's a birthday present.
Yeah, I'll give you an hour on your own YouTube channel. Happy birthday. What a gift.
Yeah, because I want to be talking, but you need someone who's gonna, put you over. You're a putter over. You put me
Well,
over.
yeah, and I want to get your thoughts on things in the current situation. Now, what celebrity couple do you think is gonna break up first because of this?
Oh, because of death?
No. Just because of I don't know, anything
Celebrities.
else.
It's funny. I don't know celebrity couples, so I can only talk about couples in my life. Like,
Hey,
is
they're
Shaqy and Ariel gonna break up?
celebrities to you.
Yeah, I don't think Shaqy and Ariel are gonna break up. I think they're solid because if Ariel is into Shaqy from the beginning,
Yeah,
that it's like, oh, like he's like skiing and snowboarding, right?
Sure.
Skiing is harder to learn. No, easier to learn, harder to get amazing. Snowboarding is harder to learn. It's a little easier to get really good at it, right? Shaqy is very hard to like at first, but once you like him, he's the best guy in the world.
Right.
And it's not even because of his personality. It's because of his looks. When I look at him, I go, what the fuck is that? What the fuck am I looking at? Is that like an alien? Is that a human sacrifice? And then he goes, hey, and I go, he's a sweet guy.
Yeah, no, I remember that movie Shape of Water came out. I thought to myself, man, boy, is that a role he could have got?
That guy's arms go from his ear to his toes.
Yeah, he's a human phenomenon.
And I say that every Friday Night Live, the last 4 minutes we dedicate to shitting on Shaqy.
Yeah, we're figuring this show is coming together as it's happening. The last 5 minutes is a roast of Shaqy every time. Who's Shaqy?
Minutes.
The guy who does the intro song. The first 5 minutes, Shaqy does the song and he can roast us. And the last 5 minutes, we roast him. And then 15 minutes in between, we just got to iron down. And
Shaqy in the beginning has to, because right now we are shitting on him, so he gets to come back on us the next episode. So he'd have to be talking about something that happened a week ago.
That's great. It's great. And, I think we got some good stuff in there about like the sports corner. Well, it's gonna be good. Greg's highs and lows of the week. It'll be that seemed like a fun segment. And movie reviews, fashion stuff, all great.
This is all fodder for Friday. For this name of it, Greg Live Friday.
Yeah, man,
Live
show,
Friday.
I just introduced the concept.
You're the money. You're the producer. You're the creator. Get that on pen now, because when this thing takes off, you get a big check.
I gotta pay myself.
Audio guy.
All right, give him that big send off, Greg.
Hey, thanks everyone for watching. If you like the show, donate to someone that needs it. That's right. I'll say it. Be a good person out there, folks. This is my friend Anthony DeVito.
Yep.
Follow him on Twitter and everything you can follow him on. How about his website, thedevitodog.win.
You heard it first. DeVitoDog.win.
And I'm Greg. I'm Greg, the man from the show you just watched. You should know me by now. To do an introduction now would just seem stupid. You know who I am. Host of the show, the man with the shirts. We'll see you next week. Friday Night Live. Gregory time.
Nice. Nice.